Hello and welcome to the virtual Big Buddy Summer Program. My name is Miss Andrea and I'm with C-Law Productions Incorporated. Thank you for joining 3rd through 5th graders again. I'm so excited that you decided to come back to see what we have in store for you today. So, on today, are you ready for acting? Are you ready for drama? I don't think you're ready. I can't hear you. Okay, now you're ready. Let's get started. So the first activity we're going to do today is called What Am I Wearing? So the purpose of this activity is to test your memory. Memory is very important when it comes to acting because you have to remember not only your lines and the script that the director gives you, but you also have to remember blocking. Blocking refers to your position on the stage. So you'll hear terms like upstage, downstage, backstage, stage right, stage left. All of that is important to remember when you're acting. It tells you where you're coming in, stage left or stage right, and it also tells you your position on the stage. Upstage, if you're close to the audience, backstage, if you're behind the stage, or downstage, if you're moving towards the back of the stage. So all of that's important when it comes to acting, okay? So let's see how well you can remember. So, take about 15 seconds and check out my outfit. Shoes. Pants. My shirt. Okay. Now, turn around or close your eyes. No cheating. And can you remember what I'm wearing? Okay. Now turn back around. Is anything missing? That's right. I'm no longer wearing a hat. Very good. So it's important to remember. So when you go out in public, when you're with your families, even at school, observe your surroundings. It's very important to remember where you are and who's around and what they're wearing. That's all important when it comes to acting. It can tell you when it's your turn to go on, if it's your scene, where you're supposed to be during the scene. It also helps the other characters on stage know where they're supposed to be. So, memory is very important, not just for learning your lines, but also for blocking. Remember that term, blocking, when it comes to acting. Okay, let's try another scenario. Okay, I have some items spread out across the floor. So I want you to take a peek and see what I have here. 5 more seconds. Okay. Now, again, turn around or close your eyes and call out every one of the items that you saw on the floor. There's 6 items total. Couldn't guess them all? No problem. We had baking soda to my right. We had glue to my right. And we had a water bottle to my right. Then we had paint to my left. We had painter's tape to my left. And we had scissors all to my left. Did you guess all 6? It's okay if you didn't. Memory is something that we should work on every day. Even I forget things sometimes. So it's an important skill in acting, but it's an important skill in life just the same. So, good job on that one. Now, our next activity is called the machine of emotion. So there are so many emotions that you can display when it comes to acting. Can you name 4? Happy, sad, angry, scared. Very good. You have 4 more. Go on. Joy, excitement, disgust. What's that? Frustrated. Very good. All of those are great emotions. So, in this next activity, the machine of emotion, we're going to pick one emotion, and I'll get you a slip of paper and a pen, and we're going to write down some things about that emotion. So I'm going to go, here we go. Okay. The machine of emotion. Our first machine that we're going to do today is anger. Write down 5 things that make you angry, and I'm going to write 5 things that make me angry. Ready? Go. Two more. One more, last one. Okay, so do you have 5? So I'm going to tell you what my 5 are. Loud noises, crowds, smelly places, forgetting where I parked, and bad service. What are 5 things that make you angry? That would make me angry too. I see we have some things in common as well. Okay, so the next part of this exercise is to identify things that are associated with what make you angry. For instance, if I said bad service makes me angry, what would I think of that has bad service? Some might say McDonald's. Yeah, I know. So I would write McDonald's next to bad service. Not all. Okay? Forgetting where I parked. Sometimes when I go big places or places with big parking lots, you can forget where you parked. So what's somewhere that I would think of? Walmart. Now, for the 5 items that you wrote, you write down 5 things associated with those items that make you angry. Okay, so for the other 3 items, for noise, I wrote amusement parks. Amusement parks are filled with people, and there's a lot of noise going on there. For crowds, I wrote the movies. The movies can be crowded sometimes, right? And for smelly places, I wrote public restrooms. So, for your 5, what did you write? That's really good. Keep going. Wow. You're a thinker, I can tell. Good job with that emotion. So, our machine of anger consisted of noise, crowds, smelly places, forgetting where I parked, and bad service. What does your machine of anger consist of? Great. So, in acting, when you see those things in the script, are they associated with anger? Not all of the time, but they could be. And then you are able to associate those things that make you angry with another item. All of that is important in acting, to identify cues in the script that the director gives you for emotions. So, before we go, let's do one more emotion. So, let's do the machine of sadness. What are 3 things that make you sad? Okay, so I have my 3. Do you have your 3? Okay, I'll share first. So, 3 things that make me sad are a lost puppy, rainy days, and being hungry. That's yours too? Yeah, that'll make anybody sad. Okay, what else you got? Okay, so now for those 3 items, what is something associated with that makes you sad? For instance, rainy days. Can't go to the park on a rainy day. That's a reason to be sad. A lost puppy, maybe he's sleepy, he's scared, which is another emotion. And you're hungry. No food in the refrigerator. Bummer. So what are your word associations with your sadness? You're really good at this. I think you should consider a career in acting. That's why you're here, right? Okay, great. So, what did we do today? We learned about memory. So, what am I wearing? It's important to know your surroundings and to observe those that you are with. So, memory is always important, not just for script, but also for blocking. What is blocking? Good memory. Great job. Yes. Blocking is associated with where an actor is on stage or his or her entrances and exits while on stage. Good job. Then we did the machine of emotion. So there's so many things associated with emotions, but we only chose anger and sadness on today. So you wrote 5 things that make you angry and 3 things that make you sad. Emotions play a very important role when you're acting because they help the audience understand what you're trying to convey. So if you say you're lying happy and you're supposed to be sad, that might confuse your audience, right? Right. So it's important to distinguish all of your emotions in your script when you're acting. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Great. So thank you so much, boys and girls, for joining me on today for the virtual Big Buddy Summer Program featuring C-Law Productions Incorporated, and I'm your acting instructor, Miss Andrea. Until next time, see you then.